Nathaniel, welcome. I wanted to have this recording so that our listeners and our viewers will be able to get to know you a little bit. One of the reasons why I wanted to have you on the show as our in house financial planner, financial expert, is because I met you when during the taping of You and Your Money,
Yeah.
and literally I was behind the camera, like, I wish I had a notepad. So many insightful things that you were sharing on the show, and I said, I don't know in what capacity, but I wanted to work with you because the information that you were sharing, people, we need to hear it. We need to hear it. So I want to first talk a little bit about how you got into the world that you're in, this world of educating persons in financial literacy. Hmm.
First and foremost, thank you for having me. I really appreciate this opportunity to be able to empower so much persons through your platform. So my journey actually started with my mother. My mother was able to loving person, but she had a particular illness. As a result of that, the doctors advised her it would be best for her to retire early. And it just so happened that the organization that she was a part of was offering early retirement packages, which she took. And when she took it, they had like this 1 day, half a day seminar in regards to managing money for the first time ever in the organization. And it was just not enough to prepare her for life realities, what was going to happen afterwards. She took the package, and instantly my life radically changed because the financial support system that was once there was no longer there. As time progressed, I watched my mother utilize the funds that she would have received from her early retirement package. And like most Bahamians, which I was ignorant to at the time, many Bahamians never had a formal training about money. So you can
Yeah.
imagine this large lump sum, and in a very short space of time, all was gone. And at this time, I was transitioning into college. So not only that she was removed 10 years from her working life, but now that within that 10-year period, it was supposed to help me go off to tertiary level education or post secondary education. As a
Hmm.
result of that, I felt something within me boiling up in a way that I should have been in a position to help her. I should have been in a position to advise her. But keep in mind, I was a high school graduate with very little education. Matter of fact, my formal education came from my parents. So as a result of it, I couldn't really help. And from that moment on, I made a decision to go into financial services.
What do you
And
mean your
I
formal education came from your parents?
in regards to money. My
Oh, in
formal
regards to
education
money.
and
Okay.
an introduction about money, money management came from my parents for the most part. And it
Hmm.
wasn't like we had sit down conversations, you should do this, you should do that. Um, like the typical person within the region, we know we should save, we know we
Yeah.
should budget, but the actual practicality of it or the application
Yeah.
of it, there was no accountability to do these things. So when I got into the industry, believe it or not, I started off as a corporate service administrator and also slash and estate planner. And through that lens, I began to understand so many dynamics within our society, within the different ethnicities, within the different social wealth classes. And
Hmm.
from there, it created an appetite. I wanted to learn more. So I transitioned into insurance. And from insurance, I transitioned into taxation and investment. And I began quickly to understand and learn that even though I was gaining so much practical information in regards to how do you apply yourself in any of these particular disciplines, what became very apparent and clear to me was the fact that many of my colleagues who were in these disciplines only knew their discipline, only knew what was required of them to do their daily job. But anything outside of that, They were just as ignorant as most of the clients who were coming to us. And so as a result of it, I realized that there was not really a full on education or whole or holistic education in regards to
Yeah.
how do you manage someone's finances, even at the most basic level. And so I started to embark on training and education from the standpoint of financial literacy education, in addition to many of my professional certifications in financial services. And I begin to notice there's a vast difference. And as a result of that, it kind of cemented in my heart that I wanted to be in the space of financial literacy education and share and impart and make it simple for everyone to apply. And also not only apply, but it can impact everyone and their loved ones' lives.
Yeah. Well, I am definitely looking forward to our first, season one.
Yes.
We have some exciting episodes, and Nathaniel, you've sat with me. We've gone through the episodes for season one. What do you think about what we have coming up in terms of some of the topics?
Listen to me. I'm excited. I'm extremely excited because some of the topics provides an opportunity for to fill in the gaps. To fill in the gaps. Some persons may have a portion of the information. Some may have misinformation. I feel like that will help them. But more importantly, there are some other topics that is gonna just um, pull the scales back, uncover a lot of things that are happening in societies, and persons may have been caught up in some scenarios and situations, and now they will be empowered or have the information to know what to do when it happens to them, and they're not the only one that it has happened to. And then last but not least, and here's is the kicker for me, there are topics that I feel that go unaddressed. We're
Mm,
going to talk about some things that really goes unaddressed on every single platform that is available to the masses within our region. I think we got the right people, we're approaching it in the right manner. But more importantly, I think the information that persons are going to get and receive from it empowers them to make different decisions, decisions that are going to increase the quality of their life. Some persons may be upset, but here's the thing: you can't. I realize that if you want something better, you have to do something you never did before, and you have to be open to change. And I think
yeah.
if you're angry enough or you have enough compassion, you will make that necessary change, that necessary
Yeah.
steps. So I'm excited.
Yeah, and one of the things I think I had mentioned to you, at the end of the day, media is a business, right?
Yes.
Podcasts, television shows, and one of the ways, the primary way these shows make money is through advertising and sponsorships. And
Mhm.
that was really my greatest frustration as a producer, in that I saw situations where because there was either a lack of advertising, a lack of sponsorship, or because of who the sponsor was or who the advertiser was, the viewer or the listener didn't really get the information that they truly needed. And that is what I want to do with this show. I'm believing God that advertising and sponsorship will come, but I am prioritizing the listeners and the viewers. Because listen, the days of being broke, the days of struggling, the days of the first set of contingency comes and everything is wiped out because we don't have enough savings,
Yeah,
that is done. I'm getting it together, and I'm going to make sure that all of our listeners and viewers get it together too.
I totally feel
Uh,
your passion, and I share in that.
Yeah. All right. Well, thank you so much, Nathaniel. I am looking forward to a full season. You can catch me and Nathaniel. Nathaniel, you'll be on a lot of the shows, but we will have some other co-hosts on as well. Several persons who Nathaniel recommended to come on as well. So, looking forward to a great season ahead. Thank you so much.
No problem. I appreciate the opportunity, and I look forward. I look forward to hearing you, meeting with many of you, and our daily going about letting us know feedback from the show and how we can make it better, and definitely, most importantly, how it's changing your life.